Okay, so we're going to talk about compound interest formula. And here's our formula right here. And the A stands for how much money I want to end up with. This is my ending money. And the P stands out like how much I put in to start. The R is the rate, and y'all, this is always the decimal, right? It's got to be in a decimal. The time is the time in years, friends. It's in years. N is the number of times per year that the interest is compounded. So annually is 1 time a year. Semi-annually is 2 times a year. Quarterly, 4. Monthly, 12. Bi-monthly, that's twice a month, so that's 24. Weekly, 52. And daily is 365. So we're going to follow the same formula every single time. So I'm going to start every single problem today and tomorrow in the exact same way. Tomorrow we're just going to do continuous compound. And so it's going to change just a little bit. But we're going to have A, P, R, N, and T. And y'all, we talked about how much you just hate word problems, and they are just a thorn in your side, right? And the last word problems that we did with the growth and decay, we could do those, right? We could do the growth and decay. And these are the same way. Everybody can do these. So if I read, the amount of $5,000 is deposited. So I only have 2 places. That's either an A or a P. Did I start with it or I ended with it? I started, so that's my P. So I'm going to put 5,000 there. It's deposited in an account that pays 5.5%. Percent can only be one thing. It's got to be the rate, and I'm going to write it as a decimal, so I remember to use the decimal in my formula. It's compounded semi-annually. So what is semi-annually? How many is my N? 2. And then I want to know the balance after 2 years. So my T is 2. So to find the A, I'm going to do 5,000 times 1 plus 0.055 over 2 raised, and it's N times T. So 2 times 2 would give me 4. And if we multiply, I would get $5,573.11. On the next one. So I have A, P, R, N, and T. So your collection of baseball cards cost you $150 in 1988. Initial or final amount? Initial, so that's $150. In 1994, the value of the collection had increased by approximately 7.5%. So the 7.5% can only go in one place. It goes with the R. So it's 0.075. What is the value of the cards in 1994? So first of all, how many years is that, guys? So it's all right, y'all think. Yeah, it is 6. But so if it's 1988, how many years to get to 1990? 2, and then plus 4 gives you 6. So that's 6 years. So y'all, it doesn't give me an N specifically, does it? But it says the rate, how often? Each year, which means 1 time. So my N is 1. So the other thing, y'all, like when you're doing this, right? This morning, somebody was multiplying, and I asked for an answer. Y'all, how much were the cards worth when they started? $150. After 6 years, we came up with an answer of $12,000 and something. Does that even make sense? Absolutely not. So definitely we had a decimal, she had a decimal in the wrong place, right? Like you have to think about that. It's not going to be worth $12,000. So we're going to get 1 plus 0.075 over n is 1, and then n times t is 6. And so your answer is 231.50. Okay, you guys do 3A and B. Because these are exactly the same. Okay. So next, we're at number 4. Is that right? Okay. How would you deposit in an account that pays, how much would you deposit in an account? So, which one do I not have? A. No, P. How much would you deposit is not your initial amount. So it pays 6.5%. Y'all, where does that go? The rate, and what is the rate? 0.065, correct? Okay? It's compounded semi-annually. So semi-annually means how many for my N? 2. To have a balance of 5,000. So the 5,000 is my A. That's what I want to end up with, correct? So I'm going to put 5,000 for my A, and then it says in 15 years. So my time is 15 years. So if I write this, I'm going to have 5,000 equals A times 1 plus 0.065 divided by, what goes down here? 2 or 15? 2. And then what's my exponent going to be? 30. So how do I solve for A, y'all? Can I just divide by this whole mess? I can. And if you do this, I initially had to put in approximately so we're talking money, correct? Money gets a dollar sign and it goes to cents. Yes. Oh. Yes, you do not. Thank you. Thank you. So, but it's got the dollar sign into cents. Yes? Okay. Okay, so the next one is just a little bit different. So let's identify everything. Make sure your teacher labels them correctly. If you invest $5,000 in an account, is that A or P? Initial or final? It's your initial, so I'm going to put my 5,000 right here. It pays 4.25%. There's only one place a percent goes. Where does it go? The rate is 0.0425. It's compounded quarterly. 4 is that N or T? 4 is your N. How long would it take for the money to double? So what am I looking for? A or T? I'm looking for time. How long? Time. How long? So I don't know my time. That's what I want to find. So what's my A value, y'all? 10,000, right? I'm doubling. I'm going to have 10,000 equals 5,000 times 1 plus 0.0425 divided by what? Divided by 4. And then what do I raise this to? 4 in the time, right? 4 times t. Next, I'm going to divide by the 5,000. And when I get that, it's double. What number is here? 2. If it said triple, what number would end up here? 3. What if I said I cut it in half? what number would be here? A 1/2, right? A fraction. Okay, so now over here, I have 1 plus 0.0425 over 4 raised to the 4t. My variable is in my exponent. What's the only way we know how to get the exponent out of the variable out of the exponent? What do I have to take on both sides? What did we do yesterday? How do I drop that to the front? You got to take the log on both sides, right? And then how do I solve? I want to get the t by itself, so what do I divide by? Now the time ends up being approximately 16.396 years. Oh, did I not start this? Okay, number 6. If you invested $2,000, so the $2,000 is your P. At the end of 5 years is your time. What interest rate, so I don't have the R, would you need to invest? I want $2,500 at the end, and I'm compounding semi-annually. So my N is 2. So the first thing we're going to do is divide by 2,000. And so when I divide by, somebody do, what's 2,500 divided by 2,000? Is it 5 over 4? It's 1.25, something like that. Okay. So it's 1.25 equals 1 plus R over 2 to the 10th. Y'all, how do I get rid of the 10? What do I have to multiply both sides by? Raised to on both sides. 1 over 10, right? So when I do that, I'm going to have 1.25 raised to the 1/10, and then I'm going to subtract 1 and multiply by 2. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to subtract 1. That gets rid of this. That leaves me R over 2. How do I get rid of the divide by 2? Multiply by 2. So I'm going to multiply this side by 2, and that gives me my rate. And my rate is approximately equal to 0.04513, which gives me a rate of approximately 4.5%. Between what we did on the other side and this one is depreciates with the subtraction sign.